Using PC0, locate the device with the MAC 0001 Charlie 9 Echo 2 8 Echo 9 Delta. Once you have located it, add its name as a description for the associated switch port. We are checking for a device based on the MAC, and we know this is the wheelhouse of a switch. The IP for switch 0 is provided, so log into it from PC0. The MAC table is where we want to look, so issue the command to view it. There are only 2 MACs, and neither one of them is the one we're looking for. Let's recall how a switch learns the MAC of a device. A frame is received, and the source MAC of the frame is annotated in the MAC table. The issue is that we need the device we are searching for to send the frame. An easy way would be to ping the device, but we only have its MAC address. How else could we accomplish getting a frame from that device? The answer is a broadcast ping. You ping the broadcast IP, and all the devices respond. Check the mask on switch 0's SVI. Don't assume that the broadcast has a last octet of 255, although in this case it does. See, all the devices are responding. The MAC we are looking for was learned on interface FA01. Issue the show interface status command to check the port descriptions. There are none. This is where CDP saves the day. Show CDP neighbor reveals the device is connected to switch 0. There is still one piece of information missing, which can be revealed by adding the detail argument. There's a lot of information, but today's focus is on the IP. With the IP, we can continue our search. Repeat the process we did with switch 0. Check the table to find the port. Show CDP neighbor to determine the neighbor easily, followed by the detail argument. We get to switch 16 and there is a problem. It has refused the connection. This lets us know it isn't a reachability issue because our connection reached it. It simply refused it. We must now take our imaginary walk to the physical location in console N. From the computer, go to the terminal. The default settings should remain as they are. The connection we were making was a remote connection, meaning the V2I lines are involved. Let's check there first. There's our issue. The V2Y lines have not been set. We could go straight to doing that, but let's first make sure all the other requirements for remote login are met. We need a local user. Check. We need a domain name. Check. We need a certificate. Check. Checking the certificate would have validated that we had a domain name because a certificate will not be created without the domain name first being set. Next, let's configure the V2I lines. We want to use the local username and password for logging in, so we set login local. The connection needs to be secure, so we set the transport input to SSH. Return to PC0 and try to remote into switch 16. It works. Finish out tracking the MAC. If the table seems a bit sparse of MACs, repeat the broadcast ping. Remember, MACs time out of the table. This ensures stale information is eventually purged. On switch 15, there is no neighbor associated with the port. This is a sign that we have located the port that connects to the device we were looking for. Devices do not send CDP messages, so it would not show up in the CDP neighbor table. Add the description PC15 to the interface. Moment of truth.